Slow start, holiday hangover. With the sun in Capricorn, we start the month off with the idea of focus and determination, and we're going to have success. It's just going to be a hot minute as we transition to full steam ahead. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with willowgracemystic.com, and this is your January 2024 New Year forecast. So let's dive in. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, on January 1st, we have Mercury stationing direct in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, this is in your fifth house of fun and joy and children, childlike activities. It's the house of pleasure. The fifth house is recreational pleasure, romance. It's what we do on the weekend. It's how we express ourselves. And this is going to be really important for this month. We have two main houses that you're going to be focusing on. And so the new year kicks off with Mercury retrograde coming to an end. And so you can now start to see some things in your life, either with you or with your children, start to get back on track for the month ahead as the new year approaches. So you may struggle with focus, and you're going to need to probably take it slow. Now, we have Venus in Sagittarius. Now, Venus in Sag, she's going to be squaring Saturn in Pisces. So we have her in your fifth house. Venus is what you love, who you love, how you love, squaring Saturn in Pisces. Now, Saturn can bring an opportunity for discipline, so expect at this time discipline might be lacking. Saturn is in your eighth house of your shared resources with other people. It's also the house of deep bonding. The eighth house is alimony, child support, cash, property, things that you have shared with other people, and it could be inheritance, wills. It's also the house of joint ventures and taboo topics. So a square is a tension point of something that has to be pushed in order to, like, something has to give. So try to take it easy. Don't make too many demands on yourself that either have to do with children or creative projects that you have been working on. Then as we move forward to January 4th. So on January 4th, Mars is going to enter into the sign of Capricorn. Now, Mars is the planet of fire and passion, and the sixth house for you is going to be very important. The sixth house is the house of your daily habits. It's your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health, well-being. It's where we find mentors and guides. The sixth house is nutrition. It is self-care. It's alternative health. And so Mars moving into this, it's the planet of energy and passion, and it's being goal-oriented with Capricorn themes of make it last for a longer period of time. And so you're going to be able to get back on track and get in tune with your life and your health and your life direction. You can benefit from practical connections with other people. This could be going back to your counselor, your doctor, your mentor, your guide, and it's you saying, I have to do this for my best and well-being. On January 8th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius, and it is in a square to Neptune in Pisces. Again, squares are opportunities for growth, but it's a push to see how are you going to transform through this. Mercury is thoughts and ideas, communication, and travel. Now moving direct in this a square with other people's resources that you have access to and with. These are contractual obligations that you have with other people. And so expect your imagination to take over. It might be difficult for you to focus on anything that's mundane. Try to work on some creative solutions and give your mind a break during this short transit. It's maybe your mind getting the better of you. And then on January 11th, as we move forward to January 11th, we're going to have this beautiful new moon in the sign of Capricorn. So new moons are fresh starts, clean slates, new beginnings, an opportunity to plant these seeds to move forward with. Now, I love this because it's going to be an excellent time for you to set those New Year's goals. I don't really believe that January 1st is going to be the time. I believe it's going to be January 11th. It's going to be an excellent time because now you're going to be able to work on these goals for the rest of the year. Make the most of this disciplined energy of, I need to focus on my health. health, whether it's yoga or exercise or your nutrition, your diet, going to see a counselor, going to see a chiropractor. It's the house of you taking care of yourself. It's also the house where we can volunteer for others. It's where we give of service to others. This is going to be an important house for you for the rest of this month. And so make the most of this, work on your plans, and make them, now you can make them be realistic goals. Now, the moon is also trine to Uranus. Now, Uranus is in your 10th house of your career, your legacy, how people see you in the outside world. The 10th house is your public life. It's also authority figures. In a trine means that the energy is working together and it's being creative and thinking outside the box. So making you more independent, willing to do things differently. You can open up to have these unconventional and innovative ideas of what do you want to do. The 6th house is also the house where we balance between home and work. And then it'll give you this opportunity to be the spark of genius of how you get things done. On the very next day, we have Mars in Capricorn, and it's trining Jupiter in Taurus. So now we have Mars and it's trine Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the planet of gifts and expansion and luck and energy, and it's about making some things happen. And so with authority figures or with your career, your job, your legacy, it's maximizing the opportunities that you already have out there and feeling good about the way that your life is going for your health, your career. And then the very next day, we have on January 13th, Mercury is going to enter into Capricorn. So as Mercury enters into Capricorn, this is going to bring your thoughts, your ideas. Mercury is travel, communication. When Mercury comes back into Capricorn, you're going to be working on those long-term goals and plans. You're going to be taking that practical approach and saying, I can make this over a longer period of time. I need to talk with those people that I respect. I need to seek out a counselor, seek out a guide, seek out a mentor, maybe somebody of authority in order to make those things happen. Then on January 20th, so on January 20th, we have the sun entering into the sign of Aquarius. So the sun represents you, and having its energy now moving into a different sign changes the feeling and the flavor and the energy. So it's moving into Aquarius, which is your 7th house of partnership, relationship. The 7th house is you with a significant other or a business partner, you're one-on-one with clients. It's also open enemies. It's the contractual house. It's where you negotiate and you compromise. And so now that the sun is moving into this house, it's bringing a new theme. It's offering you this opportunity to say, I want to step outside of my comfort zone. I want to be more independent. I want to make some changes and I want to focus on the future. And that has to do with my best friends, my partners, my significant other, my people that I work with contractually and that I negotiate with. Now, Pluto is also there. And so Pluto in Aquarius, this is having you extra focus on changing your connections with other people that will transform your life. Pluto is the planet of deep transformation, totally overhauling some things and having you to take control over your life and your future. And you're going to be more inventive and unconventional, possibly with business partners, significant others, one-on-ones. Remember that this is also contracts and promises of who you negotiate with for business. Then we move to January 23rd. On January 23rd, Venus enters into the sign of Capricorn. Now, when Venus comes in here, Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and romance, and she's joy and pleasure. And now she's in this earthy sign of Capricorn of your daily service to other people. This is you loving what you do, loving the connection of either your service to other people or finding joy in being ambitious and focusing in on your goals and making progress for your health. If you can, it's about you being more focused on your convention, your being committed to how can I make these things a daily practice in my life. And then on January 25th, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Leo. Now, full moons are endings, closures. They're a promise of something that started 6 months ago. They reveal things that were once hidden. So the sun is focused on your partnership, your significant others. And then we have the full moon in your first house of self, of how you see yourself. There could be something that is ending with yourself. Maybe you've met a goal of how you want to look, how you want people to perceive you, with your health, your demeanor, your personality, your appearance. Full moons take this time away from of work and focus on your hobbies, your joy. Now, this full moon is also square to Jupiter. This is with your career. This is it's a square is an opportunity to take a break and say, I have this surge of creativity with romance and love that has to do with me, and I don't want to make the time for my career, my job, me in the outside world. I want to take some time out for me. I want to be more affectionate. I want to spend more time on my hobbies, taking time out to play, connecting with my inner child, being heart-centered, and being more connected and more stable. All right, and then on January 27th, so on January 27th, we finally have Uranus stationing direct. Now, Uranus has been retrograde for a while, and this means that everything that you've been focused on for your career, for yourself, you now have the option to change the direction of your career, your job, your legacy, authority figures. Things have been stalled over the past few months, and so now you can take this action and create the changes that you want. We also have the sun in Aquarius, and this is in a square to Jupiter. So this is partnership, significant others, your business, and it's in a square to how authority figures or your career, your job, and this could have you feeling really good and possibly making you lackadaisical about you and your career, struggling to find the motivation. And we have Mercury in Capricorn and Mars also in Capricorn, and they are conjunct. So this is your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, and having this motivation and these ideas and plans and being enthusiastic and wanting to jump into things that have to do with you, things that have to do with your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, taking chances on these things that with where are you every single day, finding a balance between your home and your work, and how do you find these connections? All right, so I would love, Leo, to hear your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Please check out the transit videos for more details. Join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology forecasts. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.